Patrick, collaboration's always been a key part of the Odyssey community, and something that is really, I think, a big part of what we've done over the last month. Specifically, last community call, people coming together talking about the upcoming collaborator showcase and the Odyssey Global Symposium, which takes place in October. I know this is always one of your favorite parts of the year, is when you start to review, collaborator showcase submissions and prepare for that part of the symposium. Before we even talk about this year, like, can you just talk about how important the collaborator showcase is to, the overall symposium?
Absolutely. So, I mean, collaboration is at the heart of what we're trying to do as an open science community. And it's really exciting to me when we see folks that are really working together across stakeholder groups, across institutions, across geographies, and really working on shared passion areas, whether it be in data standards, methods research, open source development, or clinical applications. And we use our symposia as a place for folks to share the work they're doing, highlight their ongoing progress, and solicit even more collaborations to move projects forward. And so with the Global Symposium, we're really excited to provide a venue where researchers from around the world can come together and share what they've done and look for future research opportunities. And so it was really great that we were able to use an opportunity for folks to brainstorm with each other on ideas that they may be coming up with, as well as just share some of the work that's already in the works as we look forward to the submissions coming up in June for the Global Symposium.
It was so nice last year being back in person and seeing people walk around and talk about their posters and the software demos. And the one bit of feedback we got was that there just wasn't enough time to see everything. And I know that is something that we've had in mind coming up for this coming year.
Yeah, I'm really excited about our new venue for the Odyssey Global Symposium in East Brunswick, New Jersey. We have a much larger space and a lot more room for our 3 full days. And one of the things we've really prioritized is making sure that we have more space and more time dedicated to the Collaborator Showcase. So there will be opportunities Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for collaborators to share their posters and software demonstrations. And we're really going to try to prioritize that in-person networking opportunity so that everybody has a chance for their work to be shown and showcased. And there's ample time for connections to be made to advance that work even further.
The submission deadline is coming up. It is June 16th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All of the information and links are available on the Global Symposium homepage on odyssey.org. I know that you've already seen the submissions for both the European Symposium and the Asia Pacific or the APAC Symposium, and you've let me know how excited you are about what you're seeing for those 2 events.
Yeah, part of my real excitement for our global event is having the chance to see what's going to be taking place in July at our Odyssey Europe meeting in Rotterdam, as well as our Odyssey APAC meeting in Sydney. We've had record number of collaborator showcase submissions to both events, and looking through the high quality of scholarship that's going on and the meaningful engagement from researchers from all walks of life all around the world is really inspiring to me. And so I hoped that the work that we're showcasing in Europe and Asia Pacific is just a sign of the growth of our community and the excellence in science that's going to be brought to our global symposium in October.
I want to reiterate the fact that you can still register for all 3 of the symposiums. The call for collaboration has ended for the Asia Pacific and the European Symposium. Those showcases are set. June 16th is the deadline for the Global Symposium to submit your brief report for the Collaborator Showcase. Collaboration has also been at the heart of the SOS Challenge, which in terms of tutorials ended in May, but certainly the studies are continuing, and there's still some collaboration to be done. But now that we're past the tutorial part and a lot of the work that's gone on, what are your reflections on the overall event?
Yeah, I was really proud of how our community came together to take 4 study ideas and try to work them through as a community to turn those ideas into analyses and into evidence. And I thought that our last tutorial presentation on our anti-VEGF study that Cindy Kai presented, as well as our fluoroquinolone study that Jack, Chan, Jung-Oh, and Nicole presented, was really a nice culmination of the progress we've already made as a community. We're able to see the fruits of our efforts with preliminary results that have come in from some collection of data partners around our community, and starting to get some insights about what these results might actually mean for the clinical community. That said, while as you mentioned, the tutorials are over, we're really now at the point where we're really looking to bring in more collaborators, more data partners that are willing to execute the study and share the results. And we've got some firm deadlines that the clinical leads are driving on these studies, because we want to get this evidence out in the hand of the broader research community. And so I want to encourage anybody who has access to, has still been on the fence about whether or not it's worthwhile to participate. There's still a chance for you to execute the study. You now have several good demonstrations of successful efforts from other data partners who have already gone through that journey. And we already know that the preliminary results are extremely intriguing as to what it means for clinical practice. And if we can solidify those results with more data partners around our community, the stronger the argument we're going to be able to make. So I really want to encourage folks to continue on this theme of collaboration and join our studies.
People can, catch up on anything by checking out the SOS homepage or the individual channels on our team's environment. While the tutorials are finished, we will continue to have our weekly community calls with some great topics coming up in June, including supporting clinical registries, Atlas, standardized vocabulary, and a look at some of the recent publications that have come out in the community. So really looking forward to that. Some great work, a really exciting summer coming up in terms of the different activities and events, and obviously the two symposiums we've talked about, and then all leading into the fall and the global symposium. Should be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Thanks for joining, Patrick.
Thanks, Greg. Science!